Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas, building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
G'day and welcome to the show, and what a program we have lined up for you today. We are coming to you from the Adelaide Australian Pressed Metal Selection Centre, located right in the heart of Brompton. I am super excited. Why wouldn't you be? And I've not even been inside, but through these barn doors is Australia's largest selection of pressed metal, along with some really creative and imaginative designs put together by the team. I'm going to have a look, but you need to do the same. Get on down here and have a look for yourself. There's plenty of car parking. Australian Pressed Metal provide over 40 years of experience and knowledge, offering a comprehensive range of creative pressed metal patterns that will suit virtually any building project, from heritage restorations through to the most contemporary looks. Pressed metal was originally mainly used to create decorative ceilings, but nowadays is used for so much more. Incorporating pressed metal into your next building project will enable you to create interesting splashbacks, eye-catching feature walls, as well as attention-grabbing dados, door inserts or outdoor features such as gables and outdoor kitchens. I'm about to head inside and be confronted by what I'm told are hundreds of different design finishes when it comes to pressed metal. So it seems making your final choice could be the hard part. Pressed metal has been around since the late 1800s and was used right up until the early 1940s, which is one of the reasons why there are so many designs available, including lots of Art Deco designs too. This is also one of the reasons why pressed metal is such a versatile product to use, making it ideal for both residential and commercial applications. Add to this that pressed metal is very easy to install and you're home and hosed. If, on the other hand, you'd prefer an expert to install it for you, Australian Pressed Metal have that covered too, with their own team of professional tradesmen. Wow. This is impressive. During today's show, we're going to have a thorough look throughout the showroom and get a real sense of the styles, looks and finishes you can achieve using pressed metal. But before we do that, let's have a look at what else is on the show. Nicole heads out to a job site that the team at Creative Home Renovations is completing. We'll hear from Master Builders CEO Ian Marcos about emerging trends on the housing front. Nicole visits the PGH Brick Selection Centre, and I'm going to check out one of our state's major commercial infrastructure projects. Well, as always, it looks like another jam-packed show, and there is a lot to get through, so let's get started. Over to you, Nicole.
A few weeks ago, we visited the brand new showroom of Creative Home Renovations, and back then I promised you I would take you to one of their on-site projects. Well, here we are. It's all happening behind me, and as we know, they do every type of renovation possible, large ones, small ones. Nothing is too much trouble. And it's one thing to go and visit their wonderful showroom and look at the looks and styles, but it's quite another thing to be able to do it yourself. It can be quite daunting. Well, not when you work with Creative Home Renovations. They're busy here extending this character home by adding a new open-plan living, dining, outdoor pool and entertaining area. For the owners of this home, it's all about increasing their living space, modernising their home, but retaining the character of this lovely post-war bungalow. The new pool's going to be centred between the extension and the teenagers' retreat, with the alfresco area seamlessly connecting the two spaces, which will create a real resort-like feel. This is an amazing renovation. You wouldn't believe what they're doing here. Good work, Henry. They have totally demolished the front of this place. They have widened the hallway, made it a more flowing floor plan. They've changed the bathroom, which was an older style bathroom, into a luxurious ensuite. Out here, it's incredible. This is going to be an open plan living area that's so light and bright. It is just so exciting to see what they're doing. Keep up the good work, boys. These will incorporate a new kitchen, dining and lounge area, as well as the butler's pantry and laundry. The oversized stacker doors will really enhance the feeling of connectivity between the internal and alfresco areas, and the natural light that they allow in will be an added bonus. Given that this is a working building site, safety is a major issue, and Creative Home Renovations go over and above to ensure that all safety measures are in place to protect their clients and their workers. Blocking off openings to minimise dust and debris are perfect examples of how the team at Creative Home Renovations go over and above what's expected. Oh, I can't wait to see this project completed. It's going to be absolutely stunning. And the good news is Terry is going to follow it step by step on social media. So you can follow them on creativehomerenovations.com.au or follow them on Facebook.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. You want some building ideas, we got some building ideas.
As you know, we love visiting and showing different building projects on Building Ideas, and this one is an absolute beauty. It's one of the state's largest building infrastructure projects currently under construction, and it's going to have a positive impact on many, many South Australians. It is, of course, the Darlington Upgrade Project. The Darlington project is part of the broader north-south corridor, which aims to provide a non-stop motorway between Gawler and Old Noarlunga. Main South Road is the major road for people driving to the CBD from the southern suburbs, and the project has implemented a number of innovative measures to limit the impacts to local businesses, residents and motorists. One man who is across the entire project is Paul Kermode.
As you can see behind us, this is one of the busiest stretches of roads in Adelaide. We've got around 75,000 vehicles use Main South Road in this section every day. And it's got 4 of Adelaide's top 10 at-grade busiest intersections. And that includes the Main South Road Sturt Road intersection, which has nearly 100,000 vehicles go through it every day. So by removing those intersections, taking out 5 sets of traffic lights, we're going to make it much quicker and easier for people to get where they need to go. So there'll be improved safety for people and improved travel times for people as well. So really just helping people to get where they need to go much quicker and easier.
On completion, this motorway will include 8 main bridges, several of which are being built off-site and transported into position using self-propelled modular transporters.
And what that's allowed us to do is to build bridges off-site. And we've already moved one into place, which was about 180 metres long, which is longer than Adelaide Oval, and about 3,000 tonnes. And instead of needing to shut down Main South Road for extended periods of time and for many weekend closures, we're able to move that from the location it was built into place in less than one weekend. So it's been a terrific thing. It's the first time that it's been used on an infrastructure project of this size in Australia. So it was a really innovative way of building that bridge and getting it into place to minimise the impacts for everyone involved.
When complete, the project will remove 3 of the top 7 busiest at-grade intersections in metropolitan Adelaide, which will bring about substantial improvements to travel time for commuters.
So this, if you've gone through Adelaide, you'd have seen other projects we've got going out north at the Northern Connector project, which will be finished next year. We've got the Torrens Road to River Torrens project, which was due to be completed later this year, as well as the recently announced Regency to Pym project. And all of those will connect up together to form part of the north-south corridor, and this is an important link within that puzzle. When we've finished 78 kilometres of kind of non-stop motorway, will just make it really easy for people to get from the north to the south and increase that freight productivity as well.
For any more information about the Darlington Upgrade Project or any other significant project happening within the state, visit the website for the Department of Planning, Transport and Infrastructure at dpti.sa.gov.au. It's a mouthful.
Thanks, Terry. It's great to hear about some of the bigger commercial building projects that are happening in and around Adelaide. And someone who knows all about that is Ian Marcos, the CEO of the Master Builders Association. Well, we talk a lot about building and renovating homes on Building Ideas, but the industry encompasses so much more than that, doesn't it?
Certainly does, Nicole. We employ around 70,000 people just here in South Australia alone, which is quite a significant number when you think of it. And we do about $1.5 billion plus of work in South Australia every year. And we're responsible for about a quarter of the wealth in the state in South Australia alone, so it's a huge industry.
Wow, that's astonishing. So in 1 year, how many homes would you build around the state?
That can vary, but approximately around 11,000 homes per year, and that would include extensions to people's homes as well. And that is residential housing sector, so that doesn't include obviously the commercial sector, which our members work in as well.
Well, I can see that's why the master builders are so busy. Now, I know that trends have changed a lot over the years. Where do you see that moving?
Continuing to change, there's a lot of innovation, and like we've seen back in the 60s and 70s, overseas trends coming in and influencing the designs of our homes. We're seeing that again. So there's like a new wave of innovations, big outdoor kitchens. People love that now, that flow into open spaces within their houses, and a lot of people do a lot of their cooking outside the home in kitchens like that. Also just on the materials that are used and some of the techniques. So we're seeing a lot of the work that's normally done in a commercial area flow through into the residential area as well, and warehouse style places that are really open plan. Polished concrete floors are really big now instead of carpeting perhaps or other floor linings. So there's a lot of innovation, and that'll continue to flow in as time goes on.
And also technologically things are changing so fast as well, aren't they?
Yeah, energy efficiency is a big thing now, particularly with the state's prices on electricity. People want energy efficient homes, so the way they're designed, how they let the light in and the natural heating and natural cooling elements, so that's really big. The other thing is automation in houses now, so controlling your whole house by a mobile phone or an iPad's really handy, and that controls the whole environment within the house.
It's certainly an exciting time in the industry, and I think it's going to continue to be so. And I'm thinking about it, what are our houses going to look like in the future? I'm hoping that the technology is going to be there, that I won't have to do any cleaning, no vacuuming. Oh, I'm dreaming about it
You
now.
want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
It's easy to get a little bit overwhelmed when you've got so many products to choose from when you're building or renovating, especially when it makes up a significant part of the home. So that's why I thought we'd jump in the car and cruise down to PGH Bricks and Paver Selection Centre at Golden Grove, and this is the place to get inspired. There are literally dozens of different brick profiles, colours, textures, styles and sizes to choose from, and the brick you finally decide on will have a major impact on the overall look and feel of your home. So it's important to choose wisely. You might also want to consider the location of your home or renovation, because that will have a bearing on the grade of brick you'll need. For example, if you live near the coast or have high saline soil, you might benefit from exposure grade bricks, which have a heightened resistance to salt attack. When it comes to the look, brick textures tend to range from a smooth finish with a ceramic-like appearance to a more weathered look. Bricks also come in many different dimensions, which is great because you can create different looks, especially if you combine the sizes in your home. The other thing that has a major impact is mortar. Now, if you use a similar colour mortar to the brick, then that's going to create a softer look and it becomes more unified. Whereas if you use a darker mortar with a lighter brick, then it has a much more striking effect. Either way, there are many decisions to be made. The beauty about that though is that help is on hand. When you come to PGH Bricks and Pavers Selection Centre, you'll be able to sit down and chat with one of their qualified colour consultants who'll be more than happy to help work through various looks and options with you so you can achieve the end result that you're after. If you're keen to get a head start, you can hop online at pghbricks.com.au. While you're there, make sure you check out their Colour Touch tool too. It's really cool and it lets you play around with various homes, brick choices, colours and styles. There's also different case studies online that can give you advice about different designer looks, and they also have a trend forecast section that's fantastic. Things we haven't even thought about yet that you could consider. Now, it's great looking online, but it's another thing to be able to actually come down here, have a look around, touch and feel and see what you really like. It's 202 Greenwith Road, Golden Grove. You're going to be totally inspired.
I do think that you should consider the use of pressed metal when it comes to your next building project or renovation. It is one of the easiest and cost-effective ways to transform the look of your home. And I'm not just talking from an application or an installation point of view, I'm also talking about the way that it can dramatically change the look and feel of any room in your home. You seen this? Stud adhesive. Stud. And the best place to visit for a major boost of inspiration is the new Australian Pressed Metal showroom here at 25th Street, Brompton. They have over 200 designs in stock and on display, and the staff here know all there is to know about pressed metal. There is a fully functional on-site workshop here at Brompton, which means all orders can be placed and can be cut to measure right here. So there's minimal waiting times in relation to delivery or availability of your goods, which is an absolute bonus when you're in the midst of a building or renovation project. To accompany the new showroom, workshop and fully inclusive installation service offered by Australian Pressed Metal, there's also a new painting service. So it's fair to say these guys have got it all covered for you. All that's left for you to do is to get down here and make the selections that are right for you. It really is that easy. Now, a little later on, we're going to continue to check out this magnificent showroom, but right now, it's time for a break. Stick around though, because on the other side, we've got some helpful information that might make saving for your future that little bit easier, thanks to Cbus. Now, where did that stud adhesive go?
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
In previous episodes, we've chatted about how Cbus can help secure your financial future when it comes to your super and also insure you throughout your working life. Well, I'm here to let you know that's not all Cbus does. Cbus was established 34 years ago in 1984 when the building and construction workers won the right to superannuation. Today, they're the leading industry super fund for the building, construction and allied industries and provide superannuation for over 725,000 members, which equates to around $45 billion of money they manage on behalf of their members. Just think about that for a moment. That's a serious amount of money and a serious number of people's retirement funds they look after. Cbus is also able to help employers, and no matter the size of your business, they'll help you manage all your employees' superannuation requirements and support you wherever you need it. One of the other areas of expertise for Cbus that's probably not as widely known is Cbus Property. It's a wholly owned subsidiary of Cbus and it's directly responsible for development and management of Cbus Direct Property Investment. It's a great concept because through Cbus Property, you'll enjoy a secure way to become an investor and involved in the property market. Cbus Property is a unique property investor and developer, with the company's core business a reflection of Cbus's philosophical commitment to investing in the property and construction industry, which employs its members. They're all for doing the right thing at Cbus and giving back to the industry and the people that support them. That's why they also support Mates in Construction, a charity that aims to reduce suicide in the construction industry. Well, I guess it's their way of demonstrating their commitment to their members and also the building and construction industry, which is just a win-win. Now, if you'd like more information, you can look up cbussuper.com.au.
I love the idea of getting involved in property, and it sounds like Cbus are the team to help you do so. I guess it's all about getting the right information and dealing with the right people. Right people, well, the team at Australian Pressed Metal are exactly that. They know everything there is to know about pressed metal. Their display and selection centre is the place to visit if you're looking for some stunning inspiration for your home. With the vast array of designs available in their range, Australian Pressed Metal will help you achieve a unique and personalised look for any room or space in your home. Whether it's a striking feature wall, giving a new look to an old ceiling, or simply adding a point of interest in the bathroom, study, or even laundry, Australian Pressed Metal are here to help. All of their pressed metal panels are produced in quality aluminium and can be used either in their raw state or painted any colour or finish once they've been properly primed. And remember, they now offer a full painting service as well. They also have panels available in copper and brass for that extra special look. They have a professional installation service available, and you can even see your panels being cut, folded and rolled in their state-of-the-art workshop on site here at Brompton. Best of all, Australian Pressed Metal have great working relationships with builders right across the state, so they're used to working to strict timelines within builders' schedules. Really, pressed metal is only limited by your imagination. It is so easy to install and has such a visual impact on your home. It is fantastic. The only problem is though, is that you could end up getting hooked. You start with a splashback, maybe a feature wall, and the next thing you know, every room in your house has got pressed metal in it. Obviously, I am a very big fan, but you need to experience pressed metal for yourself. You can jump online, australianpressmetal.com.au, or you can visit the showroom, 20 Fifth Street, Brompton. Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, but before we go, let's have a look at what's on next week's show. Nicole's going to host the show from a sensational display home available from Burbank Homes. We'll check out another terrific product from Boral. We catch up with Minister Pisoni to chat about apprentices in the building and construction industry. And we look at a new childcare facility that's been recently built, incorporating some terrific child-friendly initiatives. Well, looks like a great lineup, and we look forward to you guys joining us again then. In the meantime, I'm going to have a look around the showroom. See you next week. I don't need the stud adhesive, mate. All good.
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas.
We got some building ideas. You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.